The smartest money move: keep half your salary hook first 5 to 10 seconds. What if I told you the smartest financial move you'll ever make is to pretend you're only earning half your salary? Core message: the idea is to live off 50% of your income and treat the other half like it's not even yours, investing it, saving it, or using it to build long-term wealth. It's the fastest way to achieve financial freedom, and it works no matter how much you make. Breakdown 1. Mindset shift: pay yourself first. Most people increase spending as they earn more. That's lifestyle inflation. The keep half principle forces discipline and delayed gratification. Think of half your income as untouchable, like taxes, but for your future. 2. Where the other half goes 20% to investments for 101k, index funds, real estate, business, 10% to savings, emergency fund, 10% to debt payoff if needed, 10% for future goals, house, kids, education, etc. 3. Benefits of this strategy: builds wealth fast without chasing risky investments, creates financial cushion and peace of mind, gives you freedom to walk away from toxic jobs or take career risks. 4. Real talk: is it always possible? Not easy for low-income earners, but even starting with 10 to 20% builds momentum. For higher earners, no excuse. If you make $100,000 plus, you should be able to live on $50,000. 5. Bonus: build a system, automate transfers to savings, investing accounts right on payday. Use a separate account for your wealth half. Track your net worth like you track your IG likes. Call to action: try it for 3 months. Live off half. Watch how your savings grow, your mindset shift, and your financial stress disappear. Would you try it? Let me know in the comments. So here's the deal. What if I told you the smartest financial move you'll ever make is to pretend you're only earning half your salary? Yeah, you heard that right. Let's break it down. So let's say your monthly take-home pay after taxes is $6,000. Now, most folks, when they get this extra cash, they're like, score. Now I can afford a fancier car, bigger house, nicer clothes. But here's where things get interesting. Instead of touching that extra money, pretend it's not even yours. Treat it like it's already gone. Imagine you're getting paid $6,000 a month, but half of it has been earmarked for taxes, which you have no control over. So instead of thinking about it as money you get to spend, start seeing it as a non-negotiable expense that automatically goes towards building your financial future. So then what do you actually have left to spend? Half of your salary. But why exactly should you be keeping half your paycheck? Well, let me tell you. 1. You might be thinking, easy, just save it. But we all know saving is boring. It doesn't seem like fun. But here's the thing. By pretending that half your salary is not yours, you're taking away the power of lifestyle creep. You see, as you make more money, most people tend to spend more money. You get a raise, and suddenly your rent needs to be in a nicer place. Your car needs to be a bit fancier. But here's the catch. By pretending that half your salary is not yours, you remove that temptation. You don't have to worry about upgrading your lifestyle because you're only living off that one check. The other check is going into investments, retirement, or any other long-term financial goal you might have. So instead of constantly needing to upgrade your lifestyle as your income increases, you maintain the same standard of living while building up your financial future. It's a win-win situation. 2. You'll stop focusing on small savings. Look, it's not about the pennies. You won't start cutting out lattes or buying generic brands to save a few bucks. By pretending half your salary is not yours, you focus on the big picture, investments, and long-term financial goals. Sure, you'll cut out those daily lattes, but you won't skip on buying a better quality item that will last longer. You won't go for cheap furniture that will fall apart in a year. You're thinking in terms of years, not pennies. 3. It keeps you disciplined. Pretend I told you to put $3,000 into an envelope marked "Do Not Touch." Would you touch it? Maybe if you needed to, but you probably think twice before doing so. And that's exactly what happens when you pretend half your salary is not yours. You're forced to live within your means and be more disciplined with your spending because you know there is money set aside for unexpected expenses. So by having this safety buffer, you can confidently handle unexpected expenses without derailing your entire financial plan. Now, I know you're wondering, okay, great, where does the other half go? Here's the breakdown. First, let's talk investments. Set aside 20% of your income for investing. This could be through a 401k, index funds, real estate, or even starting a business. But here's the important part. Don't dip into these investments unless absolutely necessary. Think of this money as being locked away until you retire or reach your financial goals. Yes, it's for your future self, so don't touch it unless it's an emergency. Next, we have savings. Set aside 10% of your income for savings. This acts as your emergency fund, holiday fund, or anything else you might need to save up for. Again, don't touch this money unless it's an emergency. Ideally, you want your savings to cover 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. And once you hit that mark, you can relax a little knowing you're financially protected. Then we got debt payoff. Set aside 10% of your income for debt payoff. We're talking about high interest rate debts like credit cards. If you find yourself in a situation where you have a lot of high interest rate debt, it's time to take action. Prioritize paying off that debt as soon as possible. The interest rates on credit cards are insane, so it's crucial to tackle them head-on. Consider the snowball or avalanche method to stay motivated, and make sure to avoid taking on any new debt while you're at it. Finally, another 10% is saved for future goals. Life is unpredictable, and there's always something around the corner that requires saving. A house, kids, education, travel, anything really. This portion of your paycheck is dedicated to achieving those dreams. It's your investment in creating memories and securing your family's future. So let's recap. You invest 20%, save 10%, pay off debt 10%, and save 10% for future goals. That leaves you with 40% to enjoy. Sounds like a good deal to me. Now you might be thinking, but what if I don't make enough to set aside 40%? Don't worry, it's still possible. Even if you can only afford to save or invest 10 or 20%, it's a start. Momentum is the key. Once you begin, even small amounts add up over time. And if you're thinking, I make a decent amount, so I can afford to save more, then guess what? There's no excuse. The best part is the system. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings or investing account right on payday. It's like paying yourself first, then use a separate account for your wealth half. Just by glancing at your phone, you can see how much you've saved without even trying. Oh, and don't forget to track your net worth, just like you track your Instagram likes. If you're serious about growing your wealth, you need to understand the power of tracking your progress. It's a game changer, so if you want to become wealthy fast, I challenge you to try this approach for 3 months. Live off half your salary, watch your savings grow, your mindset shift, and your financial stress disappear. Alright, I want to hear from you. Would you try this approach? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.